And we're also hearing from local teachers and their families who are concerned about the number of new cases being reported in schools. However, they're more concerned about what may not be reported. News4JAX reporters Kelly Wiley and Joe McLean are continuing our coverage of the pandemic tonight. We begin with Joe, who spoke to a Duval County teacher who tested positive for COVID-19 yesterday. Joe, she wishes someone would have told her sooner about her potential exposure.
Yeah, the teacher didn't want to be identified, but she told me she watched as several students in her classes called out sick over the past week. She said she later learned they had tested positive for COVID-19. And she said she found out not from the health department or the school district, but from students' parents.
Several of her students in her classroom tested positive for COVID, and she was not notified by the school or anyone else that they had COVID.
Maureen agreed to speak with us on the condition we don't reveal her last name. Her daughter teaches at Sandalwood High School, which has more students than any other school in the district. And yesterday, her daughter tested positive for COVID-19.
Just with my daughter this weekend, with my whole family, including a 2-month-old newborn, and we were all exposed to it. If we had known that she was exposed, we wouldn't have gotten together.
Maureen's daughter said she was frustrated when she was notified by parents of multiple students instead of by the Department of Health, the agency tasked with performing contact tracing and notifying those who may have been exposed. On January 13th, the Duval County School dashboard was updated to display new cases as soon as they're reported to the district, regardless of whether the health department performs contact tracing. District officials said they made the change to be more transparent. Right now, the district dashboard shows there have been 58 student cases and 12 staff cases at Sandalwood High School since the start of the school year. Although Maureen and her daughter tell me there's likely an even bigger problem with COVID-19 tracking. They say parents aren't always reporting when their children test positive. That means rather than the school knowing about a positive case in a matter of minutes or hours, the Department of Health likely won't get that information to the school for days or even weeks.
There definitely needs to be more communication between the school, the health department, to the teachers. They need to know what's going on in their classrooms.
And Maureen told me I should pass along that she and her husband were tested today and they both tested negative. And the teacher also said her classroom has been full since the return from winter break with no space at all, she says, for social distancing. I asked the Department of Health and at the state and the county level about the number of backed up or pending cases that it has yet to perform contact tracing on. We also asked the school district about the backlog from the health department. We did not get an answer, though, by the time of this broadcast. Mary?